with Michael and I's wedding, which was almost 8 years ago now. That was like the last time he really dressed up. So he didn't even dress up for me. No, he didn't actually. So we just want to kind of, you want to tell a funny story about my dad that you knew or whatever. Kim and I actually have a really kind of fun one. A long time ago, as some people know, Henry Dave. I used to be a Highland dancer with a bagpipe band. And there was a competition up in Monterey, was it, I think? And we used to have this really ugly pea green station wagon. I mean, that's such an ugly station wagon. I made my mom drop me off at 2 blocks from school.
4 blocks.
4 blocks, sorry, Mom. 4 blocks.
We only have 6 blocks.
Right. I was like, I am not showing up in front of school like that thing. Which, funny story how they got that was my dad paid $50 for it from some guy. So my dad used to put like a bed in the back and would go to dancing competitions. Kim went with us one year, and as the people who knew my dad when he slept, you could have full conversations with my dad when he was asleep, and he would say, "Funny thing, I remember you in my dream. We were talking about this." And you're like, "Really, Dad? That's so cool." But we stopped at Burger King on the way home, and my dad in the back, and Mom, Kim, and I were up in the front, and we opened the back and said, "Dad, we're at Burger King. You want anything? You want a burger or anything like that?" And he goes, "Yeah, I want a burger." I said, "Okay, what do you want on it?" And he said, "Sugar and molasses." And we went, "All right, Dad's asleep." And Kim shuts the door as we're walking away. What do we hear? And he continued to say boom until we couldn't hear him anymore. That was funny things that Dad used to do, and he would fall asleep on the couch watching some Discovery, National Geographic, something on the TV.
And he would go in his bedroom if I was wanting to take him and go sleep there.
That's right. And he'd fall asleep on the couch, and when we were kids, we'd sneak the remote control. We knew Dad was asleep, and the second you changed the channel, he's like, "I was watching that." And you're like, "No, he was not." And so, he always seemed to know what we were at the time. So, but as anybody who knows my dad, Mom was a true disciplinarian in the house. Dad was just a figurehead.
I always knew what was going on, and I didn't tell him what was going on.
So, if anybody wants to share a story about Dad, Taylor, you share your story. Go ahead.
Papa.
This is Taylor, his granddaughter.
Mommy.
Yeah, because he was there.
He was there. He used to say he was there. That's how he knew him, huh?
And what did you and Granddad like to do when you spent the night over at the house? What were you two guys doing watching TV? What were you popping?
Eat sugar snap peas.
Snap peas and eating them.
Yeah. So anybody else join in with stories you know about my dad?
Yeah,
Michael?
where's my lawnmower, Michael?
Well, I can remember the time when, what was I going to tell you about?
The bubble gum.
Oh, the bubble gum. We were going to
we were going to somewhere again.
in the pukey green car.
Yes.
I was driving, and I hate driving at night. So I'm driving along. Brian had wanted to go to the coast, but me, who was best friends with the bathroom, we went to inside.
It's a bumblebee.
I'm driving along, and then all of a sudden there was this thing in the road, which turned out to be part of a chair somebody had dropped. I ran into it. Next thing I know, these little Pop-Tarts are coming up, Brian and the kids. How come we smell gas? So we pulled over, we saw 7-Eleven, we pulled over, Brian got underneath, he had put a hole in the gas tank. Oh, of course it's 3 o'clock in the morning. So what does he do? He goes in and he gets bubble gum. We all had to chew bubble gum, and he stuffed it under there until we could get to a place. And we finally got to a town, and the guy wanted $150 to fix this. Brian says, So he went down to Home Depot or someplace like that, bought the stuff, melted it, put it up there, and 5 years later we sold that car, it was still there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And but none of us like bubble gum anymore. But a lot of people ask me how I met Brian. Well, it was 1970s, And I was invited to one of those parties by my friend Ann, who was a friend of mine. Her husband Peter worked with Brian. We didn't know each other anything. Anyway, Ann invited me to one of these parties that we've all been to. You walk through the front door and you look at your watch, say, I don't know anybody in here. It's 8 o'clock, I'm out by 9. I wasn't. Because I got to listening to this obnoxious, skinny, idiotic man with a funny accent, sideburns to here, in the 70s, a yellowish colored cowboy shirt, snaps and all, cowboy boots and flared pants. He was correcting everybody's English, correcting me on everything. He just knew it all. And his name was Brian Pratt. After about 2 hours, I finally got fed up with him because I'm English, Irish, Scotch, Choctaw, and Cherokee. And he was telling me I couldn't have been. I said, okay, fine, I'm out of here. So a few days later, I got a hold of my friend Ann called and said, Brian's going to call you. And I said, what? He said, he's going to ask you out on a date. You have to go. I bet my husband that you will go out with. And Peter doesn't know that I'm telling you this. So I said, all right, I was going to get my revenge back on him. Brian called me, and I said, yeah, I go out with him. And it was dead silent. I thought he died, because he knew I was going to say no. So we made arrangements. He came over to pick me up on Friday night. He's nicely dressed in cowboy things. He's from Scotland, and he's wearing cowboy things. Anyway, he picked me up, and he said, I don't like loud music. I said, that's great. I know they're playing Bach and Beethoven at one of the clubs that I go to in the marina. That's when you can go to Marina Del Rey.
What club?
And so we go. Tell him. The only place at the time was Tip of the Amplifiers. And I forgot to tell him that was the name of the rock and roll band that was playing. He couldn't hear for a week after this. He was totally deaf because the only place was that I had to drive home. And I thought it was so wonderful. I got my revenge. He never, again, did anything like that. But a few days later, when he got his hearing back, and my friend Ann won $100 from her husband, so her and I celebrated. But a few weeks later, he called me and said, let's go on a date the right way. I said, okay. Because I kind of felt bad. And so he said, wear jeans and a t-shirt and bring a sweater. Okay? So he showed up with 2 fishing poles, a can of peanuts and snacky stuff. We went down to the beach and we sat on the pier and we fished all night, ate the peas and all that other stuff. And kind of the rest is history. But Stacy better not mention about 1980.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Hear me thinking my parents were married since 1972.
Oh, yeah, that was true.
And me born in 73. Do the math on that one. We forgot. Okay. My dad was going for his resident green card. Okay. And Mom happened to leave their marriage certificate